I gotta be very careful with my next sentence. But it's,
Then be very careful. I can't wait to hear it.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna try. I've never been good at this as a kid, but I'm gonna try and sidestep all the sex jokes. It's.
You know, just by saying that, you fell into every single one of them. I hope you realize that.
That's true. It's so much more fun to hit people from behind. There we go. I think that'll do it. I think the.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
there we go.
I dig it.
Cause
okay.
yeah, you put fun and behind in the same sentence, you're really screwing yourself. Does that fit? Oh,
Later.
He always does that. Did we actually intro? Or
Huh?
did we actually intro or just jump in?
We're just going in.
All right.
Who the fuck needs an intro?
Right. If you haven't seen the past 4 episodes by now,
Fuck.
I hope you can figure out what game this is.
Fuck, I keep fucking that up. Ooh,
You should You should stand on that thing and just let it go full speed and it catapults you into the air.
Okay, there we go.
That looked like it was gonna hit you in the head. If you do that wrong, you would literally cause yourself to backflip.
Yeah, we would.
You know, why doesn't he just run off? Like, it'd be perfect.
Come on.
Oh, that must hurt.
Ugh. Alright. That was less than ideal.
Uh-huh. Ooh. Yeah. I'm glad we figured out how to do this. I should, since I haven't released the old video, let just splice in this part.
I forgot how to block.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. That's how you block.
What, have you not been playing enough video games all week? Jeez.
Essentially. I mean, it's only been 4 days and I forgot how to block. Jesus. Okay. This is, I screwed this up. I screwed it up.
What are you supposed to, oh, I see, you're supposed to be way higher to get up to that one. But yeah, the new Bond car has the coolest name. I actually heard about the car long before I knew it was going to be the new Bond car, at least, or what seems to be the rumor so far. It's called the Aston Martin Valhalla.
Valhalla. Nice, I like it.
Yeah. Because they have the Valkyrie, which is like their hardcore track version, and then the Valhalla is, I think, a little bit more street friendly. The Valkyrie's nuts, though. It's literally an F1 car that's just barely road legal. It's essentially what it is. Hint, hint, there will most likely be a video about it on the car channel, guys.
Whoa, that's got to be one of the Zepho.
That's
We're on the right track, huh, BD?
Big smoker.
Nice. That is the best thing about Star Wars, this. You can just deflect all the bullets and hit people right back with them. There we go. Certainly is. It's the best game of, like, Pong.
Shoot me?
Nice.
Whoa!
Oh boy. Yep. It was.
Neener. Why did I go up here? I'm not sure I
Yeah.
needed to be up here.
You have to collect the fallen souls of your enemies.
Wrong game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not entirely sure I needed to go up. Whoa, hi. Oh, that was a rocket.
Boy, yeah.
I am leaving.
That'll sting a bit in the morning.
Where are you?
Help! Stim!
Well, there's a save point. I just
yeah.
need to get to it.
Oh, okay. It's really interesting having a game. I guess I've never played this style of game before where you have to reach a point for a save. Other than like the typical...
That used to be how every game worked back in the day, man. Come on. You're showing your age.
Oh, that's true. That's right. Yeah, it was like, but remember back when your mom would be like, "No, you have to turn it off now." I was like, "No, no, no, let me save."
He's there, right there. You're too quick. I can't believe this is it. Jedi, fight.
I can.
This guy's actually fairly strong.
Get back here.
Never mind.
I mean, it's hard to compete with the Force user, really.
Yeah. No, but like the
You can
first
try.
the first few shots you were getting on him weren't like hurting him that much, and then suddenly it just all disappeared in one fell swoop.
Yeah, enemies have, just like us, we have the block meter.
Ah, right.
And so enemies have that too. They
Oh,
can.
okay.
Some enemies do.
Exponential health, kind of, but
No, an exponential.
It's
what are
not.
you
It's not
talking about?
exponential. What do I mean? It's the opposite of exponential. It's kind of like how.
Logarithmic.
Yes. That. Yeah. Because it's kind of how everything kind of works, and even your health in real life. Like you can fall down and scrape your knee, and it's not gonna hurt a lot. But like if you keep scraping your knee, it's gonna hurt you more and more. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's your first.
That's
couple
actually not how it works. You scrape your knee. You keep scraping your knee, you're gonna develop scar tissue, and it's gonna start hurting even less.
No, I mean like okay, but I meant literally one after the other. If you trip and fall and you scrape your knee once, and then you literally just okay, I guess scraping your knee isn't the best. Like, you know what I mean? In general health, like even if you take one punch, versus 6 punches in a row, you're gonna get more hurt after the 6th punch, more severely, because you're more and more weak, and you're not gonna have the energy to fight back as much, because you. Even in real life, you're gonna lose more energy every time you expend more, right? So it's like similar, right? Like
I was not paying attention to you. I was busy fighting. What did you say?
No, it's like kind of like how even in real life. Let's take you getting in an actual fight, right? Like you're punching, and your first punch that you throw at someone, you're gonna have a lot more energy than the 6th, and then the 10th, and the 20th. It's the same way, right? You're expending your energy more and more. Same way for defense. You're going to be more able to block someone's first punch rather than the 6th or 20th time they hit you, because you're already going to be hurt. It's going to be harder to sum up the energy to keep defending yourself, which is kind of how normal health works, right? It's not linear. You don't just constantly lose the same amount of... Like, if I just came up to you and kept punching you over and over again, it's going to... You know, your energy and your ability to fight back is going to dwindle down the more I hit you, more severely the more I hit you. It's not like a constant line of, not a linear relationship, right? Sorry, I had statistics this morning. Maybe that's why I'm thinking about it this way.
Maybe.
Yeah. But
I'm not entirely sure it made a lot of sense.
It does in my head. Maybe I'm just not explaining it correctly.
Or maybe I should actually pay attention more. 'Cause
It's just like, I mean, it's a pretty simple relationship. Your health even in real life, is not a linear relationship of how you lose your energy and your health, right? Like,
Does that mean?
in terms of getting hurt. That's all I'm trying to say. It's a pretty simple concept. It's not a linear
If
relationship.
you say so.
It's logarithmic, actually, like you say. You're right. Star Wars just always has the coolest looking ships. Or I guess all the Star Wars, Star Trek, all the
space shows.
space shows. Yeah, the space related genre tends to have pretty cool looking vehicles. I never used to like that word. Don't mind it as much anymore.
Space?
No, vehicles.
Vehicles.
I don't mind it as much anymore, but I don't know, maybe being... Nah, I don't even know if it has anything to do with being a car person, but I always felt like vehicle was so vague. But it doesn't... weirdly enough, it doesn't bother me as much as it used to. Which is strange. Ironically, this is the second episode of this show that I think I've talked about words that bothered me.
Yes, I believe it is. Now that you mention it.
Mm-hmm. I think it's especially with Uncharted where or like I guess games that are of the age of the first three especially, where like you get those like sound effects and then you can keep making it repeat itself as long as you don't go past that area where there's an enemy, right?
What? I'm sorry, I'm just kind of
No, that's
hyper-focused,
okay,
and I'm
that's
having
okay.
a really hard time actually understanding what you're saying.
That's alright, no worries, no worries.
I think that should do it.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. I mean, you're... I'm probably the same way, I'm not used to not playing as much.
Uh-huh.
Can't wait to
Royal
watch these grow.
Fluzz?
Wow. Terrarium
What a
seed,
weird name for a plant.
right? It'd be like calling algae fuzz.
Yeah, but it's not fuzz.
Yeah, it's fluzz.
Fluzz.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Weird. What are you, fluzz? Sounds like some condition you have.
What is it?
Just so much to explore.
Yeah.
Just do. There was that ship that we saw take off.
Uh-huh.
I think it was from there.
Oh, okay, right.
This is a different spot that we're looking at it from, though. Ah.
Hey, there's some pretty flowers in there. When you had the camera in the plants, literally. Like, there was some blue color stuff.
Now I feel like this is... I wanted to go off the beaten path, so I thought the ship was... God damn it. I want to go see... I want to go explore where the ship was now.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the actual right way to go. And I don't want to go this way.
Right, right.
Now, why don't I check the map? That might be
tends
useful.
to help, yeah. Dora taught us that when we were kids. Come on.
I never watched Dora as a kid, so...
I don't even think I watched Dora as a kid. I think I used to back when I used to wake up at 7:30 to watch cartoons, I used to have to wait for Dora to finish before I could actually watch what I wanted to watch. And then my cousins grew up with that for sure. I think it's a little too young for us. We were probably like 9 years old.
This is where the machine gunner was.
Ah,
Or one of them.
right.
And we came here, and I think there was another one this way. I don't know. This map is really hard to read, dude.
Yeah. Sometimes, I guess even like the 3D style maps are a little bit harder in a way. Unless you really need the elevation change. It's just so interesting, there's just like little remnants of snow everywhere.
Okay, where was I? Where did I see the ship from?
Uh,
I saw
no.
the ship from over here.
Yeah, you definitely ran across this a couple times, so probably around. It would have to
Up
be an
here.
yeah. It would have
I
to
went up there.
definitely. It'd have to be an
No,
open.
no, I didn't go up there.
It'd have to be an open space where there's enough space.
I can't
for...
actually get there.
Okay, because that was a giant ship. It would have to be.
Yeah.
It would need some space to take off.
Where did I see it from?
Yeah.
Wait, through here?
Oh,
Maybe? Might have been through.
all right.
No. Wait, no. Fuck, I'm stupid. I was just there.
Here we go. Is it just me or did that somersault feel delayed? It's like he already landed and then he had to just do a somersault just for namesake. If you want me to go back and look, let me know. But
No, it's fine.
I guess that's a benefit to recording, huh? if it's a really... That is... I mean, are there really so many paths that you wouldn't end up there?
This game tends to have...
Yeah, it's not very linear, is it? It's
No.
kind of... I mean, even if it is, you wouldn't know which way to go. Because there's like 3 different ways you could go right now that I don't know which is the right way.
I think I know what it is.
Okay.
It's this. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yes, yes, this is it, this is it. This is the hangar right here.
Villager was wounded, but he took out a trooper.
What a trooper. Take out a trooper.
Yeah.
With the right calibration, a blaster could pass right through Mandalorian armor. Impossible. You try that, a Mandalorian would break you in two. Funny. That's exactly how the guy who told me died.
Wow.
Oh man.
Jeez.
Alright, cool.
Whoa.
Cool. So this is a dead end.
Yeah.
I need a scomp link, which is fucking everything is locked by a scomp link.
So how do you repair
We better
it?
get the scomp link repaired.
Where do you go to
But-
repair it?
Huh? I don't know.
Hmm.
Sometime. I would imagine I get that repaired.
Yeah, I would hope so.
So that was a useless waste of time.
Yay.
Oh, that was too
Oh,
close.
Boy.
That was way too close.
Jeez.
I don't remember where I'm supposed to go. Oh,
Yeah,
the rope.
up the rope.
That's
Yep.
right.
There we go.
Yeah, and this is where we
Yeah,
turned around.
That's right. The amount of strength it must take to do this so calmly.
Look at that, there's a stormtrooper just hanging out in the
Yeah,
window over there.
right? Hey, if he breaks the window to shoot you, he's gonna have to pay for it.
Well, he won't because he's gonna die.
Oh, that's true. It's probably they probably don't use glass here. It's probably force.
Cowabunga! No, I meant I would kill him.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, I guess that's true. I guess they don't necessarily have access to the force, right? So
No.
it wouldn't be some kind of force field type window where it would shoot the bullet back at him. That'd be fantastic. Could you imagine if like they, like the FBI or whatever is going to arrest some
Oh,
guy.
God.
Ooh. Sheesh.
Oh god, okay, that was close.
Oh boy.
2 of them. Ah!
How did you?
Not cool.
How did you live? Jeez. That's impressive. Wow. This is like happening in like 20 frames per second and then 120 frames per second, like as it catches up. It's weird. It's great though. We get some slow motion battle scenes. Just wow, nice. There we go.
This lock-on system is screwing me. It only wants to focus it because it's a lock-on, so it only focuses on one at a time.
Right.
And if one guy's in front of me, then it'll lock on to that guy, and then the guy behind me sneaks up, and then.
That's kind of how it works.
I'm just complaining. I need to get better.
You're the one that started working and not playing video games all day. Jeez, what's wrong with you?
I still play video games. Damn it!
No, this is still pretty new. We're not very far in yet. I just like giving you shit. Your lightsaber is going through that thing right now.
Uh-huh.
Its electromagnetic winds have rendered the bulk of our mining technology useless. Meanwhile, more stormtroopers lose their lives to dangerous fauna. We will not be able to fulfill our directive here. It is my recommendation that we disband the project and leave a token outpost to keep scavengers from stealing our technology.
Interesting.
Cool.
Development.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it?
Hiya. Hiya.
There's a Jedi.
Hiya.
Oh.
Oh god.
Wow. I dropped a couple frames there and it looked like you hadn't reacted quite yet and I was like, wait. Oh, there you go. Nice. It'd be nice once you unlock an ability to be able to vault over your enemies. I feel like it's so much better.
Look at that! Look at this little fucker hiding in the corner.
Right?
This'll be fun.
Oh, will it? I think you'll die to regret
You mean like
those
that?
words, right? He's gonna die to regret that. That was one shot. Holy crap.
Did you like that vault over that you were just talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. Vaulting enemies is my favorite. I love doing that. Especially like in the Spider-Man games and stuff, it flows so well. That's where I've used it most, I feel like. But it's like, that's such a cool battle mechanic.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like,
Oh,
it's I gotta be very careful with my next sentence. But it's,
Then be very careful. I can't wait to hear it.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna try, I've never been good at this as a kid, but I'm gonna try and sidestep all the sex jokes. It's...
You know, just by saying that, you fell into every single one of them. I hope you realize that.
That's true. It's so much more fun to hit people from behind. There we go. I think that'll do it. I think the...
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
there we go.
I dig it.
Because
okay.
Yeah, you put fun and behind in the same sentence, you're really screwing yourself.
You're really screwing yourself anyways when you put those two in a sentence
That's
together.
true. There's almost no way. You're always 25%, fucking yourself with that sentence. But there's no way to 100% sidestep that. But I've improved slightly from high school. Actually, even like the beginning of college, I used to always get myself in trouble with that.
Oh, what the?
Whoa! Jeez.
Hi there.
Yeah. Jeez, now my mind's just in the gutter.
Oh fuck!
Oh! Jeez, you
that. Oh god!
I maxed the crap out of the audio right there.
What the hell was that? I was pressing slow.
I think it hit your arm.
Okay, there we go. Now it's slowed. But I'm almost
That
dead
is
anyways.
one of the most terrifying moments in a non-horror game ever. Jeez. Oh, watch out, watch out. Oh, you slowed it down. Okay, I forgot. Sorry. You know, I think this will classify as rock abuse.
As rock abuse?
Mm-hmm. Look at what it's doing to the inside of this cave. What is the point of this?
I don't know.
Right? Like,
Make life hard.
how
for
much energy?
Cal?
How much energy does that waste?
Oh god, no!
Oh!
It was out of range for the slow. I'm
Jeez.
so dead. Look at how much health I have left.
Oh boy. Wow. You know, it's almost deceiving when it blinks with that giant bar, but it's only that little sliver that you have left. Oh my god.
Okay. Made it.
This is what
I made it.
Jeez.
Oh, fuck. I need a drink.
Yeah. Jeez.
On it. Thanks.
That's just such an
Healing! There's healing!
Nice. That's just such an excessive mechanic.
It's just an environmental, you know,
Yeah.
Bill Gates.
I mean, it's fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like, when would that?
It's terrifying
take
to
a
be sure.
Yeah. You know what's always fantastic? What's always fantastic after it's been terrifying? That did not come out right. You know what's?
No, it did not.
No, I'm having trouble with sentences today. You know what's always? I don't think there's a way I can ask this question because I don't think the sentence I have to say is a question. What I meant is, something that's terrifying can also be fantastic about 10 minutes later. As long as you made it through.
So, say that again?
Something that was terrifying can sometimes be fantastic about 10 minutes later as long as you made it out alive.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what I don't think there's a way to ask that as a question. It's really hard to formulate that into a question because I think there's a weird double negative type thing in there. It's one of those weirdos. Nice.
There's the Jedi.
Yeah, right. You didn't see anything.
Okay, I'm done. His guard.
Ooh, watch
Whoa,
out, watch out.
hey!
You were getting pushed. You know,
Rude.
I'm not a fan of the way that... I mean, it's not even this game, it's just a lot of games. When you block and you're getting hit, right? And your inertia obviously pushes you backward. I mean, I'm seeing it right now at least. You don't stumble, you just slide, which is not realistic. You would step back or at least get knocked down.
I cannot see!
Yeah, that other guy is killing you over there too, jeez. I would just like run past this dude because he's weak and doesn't have a gun. You should hit the guy with a gun first. There you go. No, but see,
I mean, they're stormtroopers. They're not very accurate.
that's true.
If he had a rocket launcher, that would be a different story.
Yeah. You see what I mean? Like when you're blocking, you're just sliding backwards, which is why you fell off of that hill and didn't have
Yeah.
any idea you were moving.
Yeah.
I don't know why they do that. You should stumble and if you get severely hit, fall on your ass, basically. Because that's what would happen.
Geronimo! Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Can you
Oh,
drift?
yes.
Can you drift?
Oh no! I was so close! I recovered and then fucked it up.
You gotta drift. You gotta drift it. Yeah. Oh boy. Nice. This is really what.
Hey! What happened to the rope?
You weren't facing that rope at all, buddy.
I was. I was
There we
kind of
go.
close to the rope.
I think you were, but you're like, I guess, yeah, I suppose it's a game. It should have grabbed on. You know, this is what the ad for Heelys really should have looked like. Because that's basically what it been. Remember those?
No mention of
The lawsuit on your
The
feet?
Empire knows he's been here.
Then we have the advantage. For now.
What's up here?
Huh. Wow.
This is a waste of time.
That would be like an
Crane
awesome
Crane
text
can't
message
possibly
tone.
Anything useful is in here.
Who's Crane?
Yeah, right? There's only one Crane I know, and that's Fraser Crane.
Oh god. I knew exactly what you were gonna say. I knew it had to be something.
Mm-hmm. Make way too many sitcom references.
You watch too many sitcoms.
Mm-hmm.
What are you? Why did you just go in a circle?
It was like a little cute dog. You just made a little circle. He's all happy to see you.
Too bad I'm not as happy.
Yeah. I watched.
He gonna die.
Yeah. I was watching that show just before we got started about those like people's. Is it My Strange Addiction? It's like that TLC show where people show off people who have like weird, crazy collections who are like over obsessed with stuff. And this one lady has a pet capybara, and it's like it's kind of adorable, but also a little terrifying. Like,
Can imagine.
especially like it's not even so bad. It's just that she says she regularly gets bitten daily, and it's like, is that worth it? But okay. But for the world's largest rodent, it's kind of adorable. Like, it looks kind of like, I don't know, like a
That's interesting. We're on the right track.
beaver, maybe? I don't know. Something kind of hairy and... Do you also have a oh, that's the droid. Okay, I was gonna say. Do you also have a headlamp?
No, that's BD1.
Yeah. He's lighting the shot, you know?
Love the sound. Listen to the sound effects.
That's fantastic, right? I gotta see if I can find a way to splice in the sounds from the 70s show of Star Wars. It's so funny. To be fair, he does a pretty good job for making the sound with his mouth of a lightsaber. I would just wonder if YouTube would find out about the copyright. I guess in theory...
Tripled the Empire's equipment. I can feel something pulling me there, beyond the storm.
Follow it. Let the Force sharpen your instinct.
All right.
Hope you guys enjoyed our shenanigans as usual. Thanks for watching, and our friend will sign you out here. I just love doing this to you every time now.
I know you do.
I'm gonna come to your house and you're gonna have a notebook of these pre-written out, just so you don't have to...
That's actually a really good idea. I should do that.
Yeah.
I should write a notebook for it.
That'd just be fun. You'd probably find a lot of inspirational stuff. Teamwork. You know, remember those motivational posters from in
Fuck
elementary
those
school?
motivational posters. Fuck them. Those
Yeah.
things are garbage. They're
I mean,
just bullshit platitudes
The problem
that
is
mean absolutely nothing.
they're way too cliche, but I love the one that they use in How I Met Your Mother, which is...
Great, another sitcom reference.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we should have a sitcom reference counter. But it was something, I don't remember what the actual word on it was, but the phrase was, it's the one who's different who's left out in the cold, and I think it was a picture of a penguin. And it was something about like conforming, right? And it was saying it's the one who's different who's left out in the cold. And it was supposed to be one of those parody posters, right? Like,
Yeah.
like...
I think I heard this one a couple days ago. I'm not sure if I'm getting it. I'll get it completely 100% right.
Mhm.
Something along the lines of, oftentimes you'll never know the true value of a moment in the moment until it becomes a memory.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty solid one. That tends to be the case a lot. Like a lot of times, I mean, I've heard this about, for example, like something that a lot of people, may eventually be able to relate to, like getting married, graduations, any big event in your life like that. A lot of times I've heard people say, like, really take the conscious time to take some mental pictures of what's going on, because it will happen so fast. Like any of these big moments in your life, especially, happen so quickly that you really will miss out even if you were there. And it's kind
except
of
for graduation. Graduation's just plain boring.
Yeah.
No matter who you are.
No, graduation is boring, but even like your time on the stage is 5 seconds, right? The important part to you is you getting your diploma. It's just a quick, you show up, they hand it to you, take a picture, and you're done. And the rest of it's just sitting and waiting for people you don't care about to get their degrees.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So
why bother even going?
I always feel like that at every time that, like, I mean, even for like my undergrad graduation, I was just like, do I really need to show up to this? And then I was like, I know I feel this way now, but I'm gonna regret it later if I don't go. So I should.
No, you won't. You're not gonna regret it. You're not even gonna remember it.
The worst part.
You're not even gonna remember that it was a thing that happened in your life.
That's true, but the worst part was, even though I intended to, I mean, I was on my way there, I almost missed it. Because, and this is important,
I think that's fate. You should have been listening. You shouldn't have gone.
This is important, kids, okay? I've learned the lesson, and it happened even more recently to me in a much less significant
life lessons. I don't come to YouTube for life lessons.
No, but
I don't come to video game channels for life lessons.
Yeah,
I come to watch people die again and again and again.
But this is important. Always listen to your GPS, even if you know where you're going. Because as much as my dad hates it, it actually helps. Because we found out, like, there's, like, one road, like, one freeway that basically gets you there from our house to the arena where the graduation was most of the way. And there was just a 2-mile stretch that took us an hour and a half to get through because of major construction, that if we had just checked the GPS before going, would have routed us a different way. And I almost missed my graduation because of that.
I'll do you one better.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes it's good to not listen to your GPS because you know where you're going.
Yeah, we knew where we were going, and that was the direct way to get there, but we got slowed down by an hour and a half.
No, you're not listening.
Okay.
You're not. Sometimes it's good to not listen to your GPS because you know where you're going.
Yeah.
Now you're supposed to ask me why.
Oh, okay. Why?
Okay, thank you. I'm so glad you asked.
No, what you said made sense. That's why I wasn't sure it was a question, but all right, go for it. Why?
I was going to the Ren Fair a few years ago with a few friends in town and my parents. I was coming from college, and my parents and my friends' parents were coming from home. And Ren Fair is essentially right in the middle. So I was coming from the top side, they were coming from the underside. Now, a majority of attendants to the Ren Fair come from the underside. And so during Ren Fair, during the 3 days that Ren Fair is held every week, they get the police out to specifically direct traffic, right?
For sure. I mean, that's standard.
So there's only one way to get to Ren Fair from the bottom side. Because if you deviate, the police won't let you join back into the line.
Oh, boy.
See, what my parents did, they were coming up, and keep in mind, they had the tickets. All of the tickets.
So you just had to park and then go meet them?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were supposed to meet there at the same time, at like 11 o'clock.
Right.
Me and my friends, we got there at like 10:50. So we were sitting there.
Right.
We had to sit there for 4 hours before our parents showed up.
Oh my god.
You want to know why? This is why. They came up from the south.
Yeah.
And one of the parents had the bright idea of looking it up on their GPS.
Oh, no.
And the GPS said that wow, there's so many cars on this route. Why don't you try this alternate route?
Ooh.
It's so much faster.
Boy.
They were 10 minutes, 15 minutes from entering the parking lot, or entering the area for Ren Fair's parking.
Yeah.
When they got this bright idea.
Oh,
they took the little detour, and when they got up to the front, the police directed them to the back of the line again.
Oh, crap. That's the worst.
So,
Sheesh.
don't listen to your GPS.
That's fair
because
too.
you know where you're going.
Yeah. I mean, there's the that's a solid argument. It's hard to argue with that one, because that's the thing, is like the GPS just goes off of sheer population in one area and keeps trying to reroute you. Now, one thing I will say which really annoys me with GPS, because especially like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto was created to, one, be less distracting than holding up your phone and staring at it to get the GPS. This is a totally slightly tangent point, but I don't like that, like, the GPS application will automatically, like, it'll ask you, like, it'll talk to you and ask, hey, there's another route that's a little faster, do you want to use it? And it automatically switches unless you look at the screen and tap no thanks, which I'm not a fan of, because if I'm not sure where I am, I want to minimize the number of times that I have to look at the screen. And if the point of that is to not make me distracted, you're distracting me by default switching my route. And usually, I mean, who knows what it switches to, a toll road or a side road that you don't want to go on in the middle of the night. Who knows, right? It just switches automatically unless you tell it no thanks. And you have to click the button, which is really dumb. But anyway, our stupid tangents aside, hope you guys learned something and enjoyed. Maybe.
Oh, we were still recording.
Yeah, we were definitely still recording. We'll see how much of this I keep in. It just became a little bit of a podcast at the end there. But hope you guys enjoyed, guys. Thanks for watching. And this will be coming out with many more episodes very, very soon. So stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.